we are definitely in, the term that we have here is short-term missions, and it's very much a missions type environment. Already we've been out to the projects with the Metro kids, and that's always a phenomenal opportunity to go out there and minister to those children. They're so receptive.
They bring out this crazy truck which converts into a stage, and they set up a sort of Sunday school for the kids, and there's this huge tarp, and all the kids know when they hear the music of the truck, and we knocked on doors and asked parents to have their kids come, and all the kids know what Metro Kids is now, and they've formed a relationship with lots of the leaders, and they'll come and sit down on the tarp, and they have a chance to play these fun games and get food and snacks and balloons and then hear the lesson, and it's really just instilling messages in the kids that they don't usually get to hear, and also just loving them. It was a great chance to just love on the kids and play and show them that we care about them.
And it's neat to just watch them be receptive to the message of Christ as we share.
All right, well, we're here at Angela's house. Angela is a girl. I think she's still 18, and she has 5 brothers and sisters who have been left behind since her mom died from cancer. And Dream Center helped get her this house, and so that they could all of them siblings could stay together instead of being split up into different foster families. So we came here today to help stain her fence that's around her house, so that they can still keep the house and everything's in compliance with the landlord's rules. It was really fun, and it's turning out well.
Another ministry we did was the food truck. It's a ministry that serves now 30,000 people a week, and it just goes out into the different neighborhoods, some of the same neighborhoods that we did Metro Kids, and feeds just all these families. And we were able to be part of madness of packaging up food and bagging it up and then passing it along like an assembly line, and then the parents would come through the line and just pick up their food, and lots of times it's the only thing that they're assured of for having for the week. And it was awesome to be able to see their thankfulness for anything that they got, and it's really a powerful ministry. Skid Row is a 7x7 block in LA where there are a lot of homeless people and a lot of people that are on drugs, and it's just a really sad area of the neighborhood, and we were able to go out there and minister.
There's tons of homeless people that are strung out on drugs and are there year after year. I mean, I've been here 3 years now in a row, and you see some of these same people over and over and over.
One of the first things that I saw was a man or a woman, I couldn't really tell, just crawled up fetal position, lying in the dirt underneath a couple trees. No blanket, nothing laid out to even lay on. And that hit me really hard.
Imagine getting up 6 o'clock every morning, and if you don't, you get a ticket, and just constantly moving, constantly having the threat of gang violence, of people stealing your stuff while you're sleeping.
Sometimes it gets a little discouraged that you may not have a lot happen. Like our leader Mike said, that every time you go down there, it's like the ocean waves blast away at the rocks. You don't see the rocks disintegrate, but eventually they all turn to sand. And then by every time we go down there, it's a little more that people hear about, and they see the light of Christ in us. And every time it just brings a little closer to it, and just brings them towards Christ, and they can see His light through us.
I went in there with just hoping that all of them would just, show up tomorrow night or Sunday for the bus to take them in. I know that probably won't happen, but if we can just get that, I don't know, if I could just find out that at least one person found the strength and got the strength from God to take those first steps, it would just elate me so much.
It was just so weird to see the cars that were passing through, and how fast they were going with the really nice cars, and they're just speeding through that place, and I just couldn't understand how people could have no compassion for the people, and I don't know.
The first time I wouldn't get within 10 inches away from our leader Mike, and the second time I was out there talking to people and getting closer to them. By the third time I was really comfortable, but this time God just totally took control, and I looked around and I felt the Lord's presence I saw God's face in the lowest of the people. I mean, the people that people around here would consider scum. I mean, the drug dealers, the people that are probably murdered. I mean, I felt the presence. I mean, I'm still getting off that adrenaline rush of like seeing Christ's face. I truly believe that I saw it, and I mean, he's at work here in LA and on the streets. I mean, this is where he would be if he was somewhere. I truly believe that.
I honestly encourage everybody that sees this to do something like this at least once in your lifetime. This is just something that you have to experience. And
there are times where you begin to wonder, is what you're doing having any impact? But then you come back to the Dream Center and you interact with the people that have had their lives changed by Christ and by accepting the offer here at the Dream Center to come in and get their lives turned around.
It's more hidden in Fort Wayne, the poverty, but if you go look for it, it's there. And I think we need to reach out more. I mean, what are we doing as a church? How are we reaching out? There are so many opportunities in Fort Wayne. We think, oh, we'll go to LA to reach people, but really what we're learning here is how to reach back here at home.
One day in heaven, this team is going to be able to look back and experience and see all of those people that they have sowed into, whether it's giving them a bag of food or just sharing with one of the kids at the Metro Kids. And as they begin to see what God did through them, I think it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be phenomenal to see the lives that were touched by this trip.